Hello and welcome to a new edition of True Audio Files, where I'm going to be talking about Black Friday Record Store Day releases and what I picked up. This Black Friday was I got more than I probably should have, like I always do, and I definitely spent about as much as I usually do. But I have to say that uh, there weren't any titles where I thought I had to have any of them. If I didn't get some of them, I would have been okay. There's stuff that I was definitely interested in, obviously, because I purchased them. But it was a relatively weak day, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say if you went shopping for Black Friday Record Store Day. But my experience is the crowds were not anywhere near as much as they usually are. I mean, I don't think there were more than 15 people, maybe 20 people in line where I was, where there's usually 40, 50, 60 people in line. But very weak record store day. And I think a lot of that was because some stuff got pushed out. And I think overall just the list wasn't compelling to a lot of people. So anyway, here we go with mine. We'll try to make it relatively short so you can get on to watching more of these videos or watching other things or going on with the rest of your day. So, first one up is Billie Eilish. Was it No Time to Die? I keep forgetting the name of the song. It's the song to the new Bond movie, the title track to the movie. And there's also a demo version on the side B of the 7-inch, so thought that was a cool pickup. I also want to mention this. It's my only CD I purchased, and it's basically Charlie Parker, Bird in L.A. Big reason why I bought this on CD is my past experiences. As a general rule, there are obviously exceptions, and you'll see some exceptions here, but as a general rule, I tend to avoid picture discs and unreleased live recordings that are historic recordings that they release on Record Store Day. Picture discs, I think, are probably obvious to most people, but the live recordings, I have been burnt many times. I have had rare situations where the recordings were actually really good. So I tend to stay away from them, and I'm not a huge live guy anyways, so it's kind of a double thing. But anyways, on that particular one, the Charlie Parker Bird in L.A., I want to say I heard that the record, it was a 4-record set. That was a 2 CD set. I've heard the record was $100, and based on my experiences on past Charlie Bird recordings, especially the early ones like there are on there, I wasn't going to spend $100. So I bought the CD just in case. I thought it was going to be good. I put it in, and my suspicion was correct. The recording quality is just really bad. So unless you're a huge Bird fan and you're focusing more on the performances, I'd stay away from that one. But that's just me. I've only heard maybe 3 or 4 tracks, but every single one of them just did not sound very good. They were far from audiophile, which I wouldn't have expected them to be audiophile, but they just weren't good. So another one which I took a chance on here, because I think it's probably not going to be great from a sound quality perspective, is Hall & Oates, the Philly tapes, which this is some demos that they did before they were signed to their major label debut. So these were actually recorded before their major label major label debut. We'll see how it goes. I am not keeping high hopes on the sound quality on that one either. But next one up, Evanescence. I think it's their second album, if I'm not mistaken. But this is on Purple Smoke colored vinyl. Sucker for Purple Smoke. I had initially thought I wasn't going to buy this album, but I kind of re-listened to it again after I saw the list and decided it was worthy of purchasing again. And so that's what I did. Next one up. Miles Davis, Live Evil. I know I said I don't typically buy live recordings, but this is actually a reissue of a album that's been out. I actually do have a copy of this, but it's a weird special version, which is it's a black cover and it says Live Evil on it. It doesn't have this awesome artwork on it. So I decided to pick this one up. I think it's opaque teal color, which is very cool. Next one, I rarely turn down an opportunity to buy Weird Al Yankovic, and this is no exception by any by any stretch. So this is Beat on the Brat. It's also got Osaka Pop Star on the side B's. There's some live tracks as extra tracks or bonus tracks, if you will, but then you've also got the Beat on the Brat singles from both Weird Al and Osaka Pop Star. So if you don't know who Osaka Pop Star is, if you've ever heard the song Fish Heads, that's them. Here's one that I definitely took a chance on, somewhat pessimistic about how this is going to sound, although this one is a later recording, so it's got some potential, but it's just such an important person I don't have any music from yet. So, and that's Big Mama Thornton, Sassy Mama. She is basically the person that recorded the first version of Hound Dog, and also Ball and Chain. So excited to check this one out. I honestly don't know much about her besides that little bit of tidbit, but she's a blues artist, and I really love the blues, so I would love to hear how that's going to sound. This one is Melinda Murphy's fault, if any of you watch her channel. She's probably the reason why I ended up buying this, but it's the Tammy Terrell Irresistible, released by, well, I think it's Kraft, or was it Elemental Recordings / Motown. But it's on 180 gram yellow vinyl. Tragic story of her. I won't go into too many of the details on that, or any of the details, but because I want to kind of fly through this as much as I can. Next up, Squirrel Zippers. I don't want to show the album cover too much because it does have some nudity on it. I don't remember the name of the album. It's Lost Songs, Doc Spokes, or something like that. I'm just a big Squirrel Nut Zippers fan, and I had never heard of that album before, so excited to try to check that one out. This one I am very excited about because I actually don't think I've heard any of these songs, and their album that came out earlier this year was really, really good, and I loved it. And that's Smith Cotson, so it's Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden, and is it Richie Cotson, who's been in a whole bunch of different stuff that I can't remember off the top of my head, but both great musicians. Their Smith Cotson album, which is a picture of it right there, that came out earlier this year, is a great album. If you like hard rock with a touch of popness to it, I think you should check it out. Some great vocals, great guitar work, just great overall. So that one's pretty exciting. This one's pretty interesting. I think I already have a copy of this, but it is Buck Owens, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I think this is mainly covers that he's done, if I'm not mistaken. But the interesting thing about this one is it's an all analog cut, as it says here, and it's cut by Kevin Gray, who does all the Blue Note stuff that's coming out now and does a great job with those. So I'm going to be very interested to hear what this one sounds like. So all analog Kevin Gray cut version of that. Next one up is one that kind of intrigued me because I liked the lineup here. But it's basically Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard, Ray Price, Big Hits Live. They also have Asleep at the Wheel and a couple of other guest stars that perform with them on this as well. This one I just had to get just because I thought it was hysterical. My guess is I'll probably only play it once, but I just think it's pretty cool. And that is the Munsters. So, At Home with the Munsters. It's actually a die-cut outer jacket, which is kind of cool. But should be fun. I can't wait to kind of just check that one out. Next one up. This one was one that was supposed to come out earlier this year in either June or July for the record store day, and it just got pushed back until now. And that is Mr. Big, Lean Into It. Awesome hard rock, heavy metal from the, I think it's late 80s, early 90s. I can't remember, but you know, the big ones from this one is Green Tinted 60s Mind and To Be With You. Those are the big songs off of this, but This is a 30th anniversary with 5,000 copies on red vinyl. So I don't think I have this on record. I have it on CD, several different versions of it on CD, but great album. Next one up, John Legend. Once again, this is a great one. I think I saw him on the tour that he was supporting when he was supporting this album. But you got PDA and I can't remember what the other big song on here was, but King and Queen with Mary J. Blige. But great album, super talented guy. Seems like a really nice guy too, a cool guy. But this is pressed on gold vinyl, and excited for that one. Next one up is King's X. Album that I don't know a whole lot about. I'm a huge King's X fan, but kind of lost interest in them probably in the mid 90s. But this is Please Come Home, Mr. Bulbous. So released on, what is it, Svart Records, it says. This is actually number 900 of 2500. The big Mr. Big, I think, is numbered as well. Not many of them are numbered, which is one of the things I miss from a lot of the older record store days. But yeah, this one is actually, I think it's 1500. I can't remember. There's another one that's numbered that I may have missed already. But anyway, this next one was one of those ones that I kept debating whether to buy or not. I am pretty sure that the sound quality is going to be less than spectacular on it, but I figured I'd give it a try anyway because it's exciting. It's got some cool, it's a cool historical significance, I suppose, but it's Aerosmith. The road starts here. From the description I heard, it's they call it, it's the first known recordings of Aerosmith, and I think it was done by Joe Perry and his tape recorder at their rehearsal studio. So again, expectations are really low, but I would really love to hear it. It's got Dream On and Mamakin, some of the, two of their bigger songs, and would really love to hear what it sounds like. So hopefully that's good. So that is everything that I got today, and pretty successful trip. I got everything but one title, but it was not a title that was all that important to me. So, but would really love to hear how you made out. Did you do well for Record Store Day? Did you get everything you wanted? Was there a lot that you wanted? What did you feel about this Record Store Day list? Love to hear what your comments are, if you could leave them below. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. And please subscribe to my channel. I love when you subscribe. And also, hit that alert bell to let you know when my new videos come out. That is everything for this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks a lot.